It's time to turn preparation
into disciplined execution.
Welcome to part 2.
Recognizing and executing the entry.
We've been trading, combined together. We've been learning together. Why not build a community and help other people grow? Maybe God is calling you to something bigger. We get into the bread, we get into the bread. Faith and discipline, that's how we're letting Q in it is.
More like
Right ahead, building a legacy.
no touch swings and then take them off.
We get into the bread.
Because if you're waiting for them to get, especially on this ES, now NQ might be a little different. But ES 1 hour is this one here. That swing was made. Came back and retested good. This one here, no, that one got, you would have got tricked out your bag right there. It made it. And it went in. Yo, that, well, I guess. I guess that would have been an indication that it wasn't going higher. Eh? I guess we could have used that as a place of resistance. But it's not the case with, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening often. Let's see. There, yeah. That one got closed in. And then it never closed back above it. And it's been downhill ever since. Once it got to close below it, it did stay below it and go. So I guess you could use it. Or say that once it gets, get you out the way. Once we get touched back inside, that's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. Once it starts trading inside our zone and it never closes outside of it, then we would just have to use that place as resistance and either wait for a close below or sell it from that point. Because now you got a little marriage right there too that didn't. Right there. Guess that would have been, but shit, you got one right there that got closed below. Yeah, I stay off the ES, but it should be universal though.
You just pick one.
Yeah, it should be. It should be universal. It shouldn't be. Shouldn't be difficult. You do have to look for some things, but trading should be real simple. I got to swing when it come back to it. I take it up as a buy. I got to swing high when it comes back to it. I'm gonna take it for a sell. And just using them ranges. This is 1 hour. I'm not sure if it traded. Let's see. How do we do that? Do we do it like that? We'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Lock interval. Time. See how it traded inside of there. That's 5 minutes. Where was I? Where was my 1 hour? 1 hour. Oh no, that's what I did. Animals. There we go. That makes sense. So, all right. All right, so the first time that it made it back, which was right there. Yeah, it didn't even show it no type of love. So on the hour it held right there. That was the level. But then on the 5 minute, it went straight through, closed below. Came back. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I would still use them. I would probably just still use them on 5 though. You should be able to use them. Let's see, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, see if they cleaner. Let's see. We got one on top here. Not that. Came back to it. It never bounced off. It didn't even bounce off of that one. What was it chasing? Just trying to see which one looked the cleanest. That one don't. That one ain't made it back yet. You got closed below. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that one played on. I guess he do have to follow the rules. I guess I'm looking for it to be more consistent, and it's just not. And I can't make it. I can't make it be consistent as much as I want it to. But it did a first touch right there, so I guess you have to. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That fifth candle. That would have made that the swing, and it closed above it, and it came back, retested, and took off. Then it closed back below it. 15 look a little bit cleaner. I guess I can't force it. I can't force it to be something that I would like it to be. 15 does look a lot cleaner though, but let's see what 4 hour look like. 4 hour. You out the way. Ooh. Got you right there. Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Stayed above it. Came back. Got to close below it. Once it got to close below it, it retested and went down. But then you had this joker right here on the side of it too. Who do you believe? Ain't no more over there. It needs is 4 hours. But you waiting a minute. If we go with the theory of just using the last one, the latest one, then it would have been this one. Would have been this one. We would have waited for it to get back in here. Let's see what it did. Where are you? Right there. All right. There. Oh yeah. Where we at, homie? Yeah. Still ain't in range. Huh? There we go. All right. I know y'all like, what the hell is he doing? He just talking to himself. Some of the best conversations I have is with myself. All right. So once it came back, yeah, it kind of gave you a little bit of bounce. That was at the, that was somewhere around 50%. When it hit that edge, it didn't. and then bounce it, closed inside of it and never closed back out. So just using the swing, I would have been on the NQ. I would have tried the NQ. But inside of there, when it got back, it didn't do it like it was supposed to. And that's right there. And right there. Yeah. 15-minute ES. 4 hour don't look bad though. 4 hour it really don't look bad.
I mean, is it just that they're doing a lot of market manipulation right now?
It's just getting back to trying to find a theory that makes sense for this ES and using the latest. That would be the latest right there. It peaked up a little bit, but not a lot. Like 6 points. So taking it, getting stopped out at a buy, and then waiting for it to close below that level. That worked out good. Yeah. So then that would have killed that one from being the latest. That would have been the latest. That would have been 1, 2, 5, and it got to close below. Came back right there, retested, went down a little bit, and pulled back in. I guess I'm liking that. Because you're going to always have to take it. If it's your trade, you're going to always have to take it. Because you start playing with the law of averages. So if it's a swing, regardless of the swing, first touch, when it comes back, we always take it. Either direction. In this case, this direction was below. So we got to close below. Yeah, because we never got outside of there. So we got to close below. Next time it came to it, take it for the sale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got him right there. So that one closed above it. When that one closed above it, also closed above that one right there too. So that one may have been a pickup. I don't know. I don't know. I do see them. I just don't. Yeah, I don't know how to make it simple. Like which one should we be taking? Or when do we stop looking? Or maybe we just use it the same way as the other ones. Once it gets passed through twice, once it get closed above or below twice, then take it off. So we had to been aware of both of those because that one did perfect. That one closed above, came back, retested. Even when it came back again and retested again, it still held up. This one didn't. And that's the range. Let's check up here. Am I making sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope.
He said
Who
no.
doesn't know?
So
I'm like, nope.
yeah, that's what I need to hear. I'm trying to find the easiest, something that can just be real simple just to duplicate. So we don't need like all the extra indicators and all the extra stuff is, I mean, I guess it's cool, but we shouldn't need it. We should be able to see price here. This created a swing. When it came back to it, it did leak outside of it a little bit, but it never did it close above it. It looked like it may have closed above it. Let's see. Yeah, it closed above it. Closed above it. I don't know what it looked like on a smaller time frame. Is they gonna show me where we at? Yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, almost. Just want that one. There we go. What that one looked like. That one looked like shit. Yeah, I would stay away. I would stay away from the hires, especially on these ES. Or maybe over the weekend I get a chance to go over and really study that one. I never really studied the ES. I'd be disrespecting it. It'd be so slow. But that's what I do. I go over it on the weekend and see if we could just make sense of it. Because it should be real simple. It'll be simple. Level. Using that, that's the range. That range got destroyed. Got you. Got a close below. Wick right outside of it. Still closed up under it. And this is 4 hour. So I can expect a little leak, a little bleeding. And then inside of here too, that one made 1, 2, 5. Now closed above. Came back and tested. Yeah. So if I'm using swings, I'm basing it off my range. Off the range, I want to take first touches. And if the first touch gets played through, then I want to see it get closed above or below. And then once it gets closed above or below, then I'll take it in that order. It's like this one right here. This one got ran through, closed above, came back, retested, and went up. It still traded outside of there, but since it's 4 hours, I can expect to bleed, but it's 27 and it's 47, so 20 points went in total. So that would have been but it wouldn't have made this one. You wouldn't have known that this one was a swing until after 2, 3, 4, 5. After this candle right here. So once that candle was made, then I guess you can put that there. Did a little bounce. Came in maybe 50%. Went up, closed below. Didn't quite make it all the way back up to retest, but it closed below and it kept going. And these is 4 hours. If you have to trade the higher time frame, and I know Rodney works, he don't have the luxury of being in front of his computer. So if you have to take that on the 4, just know that you can get a little bit of leakage, a little bit of bleeding. But 5 minutes, 5 minutes, I base my entries just like that. This was the last swing low. Got it, closed below, came back in. And now do I look for it? If this candle makes it back up, or if it continues to go back up and makes it up here, I look for it to sell off. I would say no. I will just wait for it to close above here, since we already got that retest in here. It could do it again. It could very well do it again, but I would feel safer once it closed above here and then taking a buy up, because it hasn't made another one. Let's see. Yeah. And then the lowest swing low is right here. So if we basing it off of direction of swings, we need another swing high to create lower to match this swing low, creating a lower swing low, if that makes sense. So right now we still selling, but this could be the pullback. It stops being a pullback once it breaks this level up here, because that's the latest swing high, and it hasn't created another one since. And yep. So somewhere around here, even if it got back to here, even if it got back to there and pulled back, it would still be in the rules of selling. It's just that's just a hell of a pullback. But 5 minutes, it got closed below. Comes back to it and gets closed above, then I'll take it up. But just remember, you got 488, so you got about 50 points in between this swing and this swing. Matter of fact, I'll just mark it in between there. And this also has a 4 hour up there too. I would definitely sell that. 540. That would be a selling spot. Anywhere between 531 and 539 would be a selling point. And as for waiting on this one here, since it's already done the test phase, retest phase, just wait for a close above it, then come back and retest it. Get that out the way. Anybody got any questions? We got a different entry. Give me a different setup that they use, that they having issues with their entry. Nobody? Shit, that's good.
Vince, I haven't tried this before with the with marking from the wick to the body to go in with just swings. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that.
Okay. Yeah. See if that helps you out. It's not a Sometimes we look for exact pickups. It's nice when we get them, but that range is usually more accurate. So if we get comfortable with whatever range we have set when we place the swing, and just know that it could possibly, we got that area right there. Just knowing it can come up to that area and do whatever it needs to do, as opposed to just saying, okay, well, 29,400 is my definite. We just know that we can come in this little range right here, that it could possibly trade inside that range.
And I noticed that this looks like straight levels that we're doing here. And with that, I was trying to pay attention to see whether or not you're really also still looking at the colors. The three or more candles in a row of the
Right,
same color. I
right.
was trying to see that, but it looks like there were a couple of instances where that was not the case. So that's
Yeah.
not a hardened rule, correct?
No, not for this. No,
Okay,
not for
I
this.
just want to make sure.
Yeah, because this is just based strictly off of swings. So if we just gonna use the swing, we're not using no breakups, slingshots, or anything else. We just using strictly swings. And
Okay.
this, yep, this will be how we get in and out. That's what I was trying to see. Ain't nobody else had no entries. No, oh man, that's cool, man.
Vince, let me ask you something.
All
Do
right.
you take the gaps?
If you're taking gaps, if you're a gap trader, then you have to be the exact same way. Now, I don't do it the way that other people would do it. We'll say, for instance, that gap right there.
Mm-hmm.
This is always going to be support until it gets closed below. And this is going to be support till it gets closed below. Also the 50% too. 50% is strong too. But I'm using each one of these as support until they get closed below. I don't do the 3 and the 6 different scripts or scenes or stuff like
I
that.
got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's just me. I'm just use them as they are. That support,
Okay.
Did they get closed below it? Could it come down here and pick this one up? Yeah, it could. Same thing for here. But they always going to be supports. And if I'm just taking gaps, I'm going to just take each one of them. I'm going to take each one without failure, because that'll be my trade. And then this gap is
Okay.
only, let's see, this gap is not even 20 points.
Do you have a certain amount of points that you trade a gap, or your gap is just a gap to you? Whether it's
Yeah, on the 5 minute, yeah, 5 minute, I'm not too picky, because only gap I'm going to actually take is a 1 hour gap, and they got to be 20 points or more for me.
oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But that's the only one I'm gonna consider. But 5 minutes, I'm gonna just take them at face value. I'm gonna just take them whenever they run into it.
Mm.
Same thing with this one here. This was support. It played inside of it a little bit, but then it got back up. 50% didn't hold up. And you could say that the 482s held up because nothing closed below it. It did come down here and test it and keep going. And now it's trading back outside. It closed back outside of that box. Yeah. And I would probably keep it until the next one. Keep it active until the next gap, which was right here. And then I would take this one off and
Oh,
throw
okay.
and throw
Thanks
that
for
one in.
pointing that out, Vince. I never thought of them as two places of support at the top and the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just because sometimes that's just how they work. And at 50%, it seemed like, I don't know what people do. And what was the people ICTs? It was the people that Greg was with when you were ICT, Greg.
I wasn't with ITs, but I know them.
Yeah. However they use they gaps. And maybe a lot of people use 50%, because I do see it making it to 50% a lot. But this one would have been valid. Came back and retested. But then after this candle right here, it was over because it made another one. So we'll take that one off.
So as it creates another one, that's when you take it off. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So what if it's not completed? Do you still keep it, or do you just let
Yeah.
the next one take over?
Yeah. If it hasn't been touched, it's still valid. But if it
Oh,
was,
okay.
yeah, if it was already touched and it didn't complete it or whatever it is, like,
Hmm.
so if I
Okay.
get, yeah, this one here, we got to play off of it. So once this one got to play, which would have been right there, then I would have took it off
Oh, okay.
because it already gave me an entry. And then this one formed.
Even though it kind of acted as support at that 503 level.
This one here.
After that, yeah, it got play in
Hmm.
that big red candle. Pardon me, right to your right. But then it
Hmm.
acted as support kind of for the other two.
Yeah, it did. It acted as support.
And they broke through eventually, but I'm saying it you know.
Yeah.
I was curious why that didn't go up. After that little Harami, why it didn't go up in that first red candle.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one. I was curious, it just went the other way.
Yeah. Yeah. So to be safe, I always like first touches. I always like, I don't, it's like a buffet. I want to get there first. I don't want them people coughing over the stuff and picking through it and the possibilities of what they done did to it. So get the first touch.
And then especially the ones that ain't wash their hands.
Yeah. And we know them. They'll ooh, yeah. Ooh. But I take that first touch, and once this one played out, however it played out, um, I would probably be done. Or you can use that bottom one too, because it did come down there. Use that as support, pushed up a little bit. But then once it made this one, once this candle closed and it made another gap, you had your chance to get in right there. But after this candle, this gap gets taken away. And so now this one played in a little bit, not quite 50%, but it did play. So it created another gap right here. So I would just take that one off. And now we're working with that one. And this one. That one got done in already. We don't have to worry about that one. And we get that one out the way too, so it don't confuse me. And then we just moving over here. These are just all entries based off of setups. Come on now. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing.
So you could have entered it at 375.
Which one? Oh, for
Well,
here?
I mean, it should have been support, but it ended up.
Yeah, it should have been
It should have been.
resistance. Yep, it should have been. It should have got there and took off, or 50% should have been resistance, but none of them played resistance. So that one gets pushed out the way. And we got one right there where we at right now. We can use that as support right now, 437, or 422, or 404. And we got another one down here. So this is just all gaps. These are just your entries. If you're using gaps, you could be in right now, or you could be waiting on the 421.
Y'all talking about short?
Long?
Probably I wouldn't trust the long right now because they're retracing on the 60.
On the 60?
Mm-hmm.
Good. If you own the 5 and you're using the 5 levels, you got to trust your 5-minute levels. I get what you're saying. I'm not saying that you're wrong. So.
By the grace of God, we leveling. No fear, no quitting, no settling. Walking by faith while we